Hello my dear viewers, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. In this video I wanted to talk about my goals for 2023, how to achieve specific goals, because it is not always that easy, but there are some tips that I want to give you so that you can also achieve your goals and maybe you will get inspired after this video. So I have divided my goals for 2023 in specific areas of life, because there are some areas that are at the moment more important to me than others, and in each area I have listed the things that I want to change or achieve, and also how I am planning to actually follow through with those goals. As sophisticated women, we are constantly improving. It's not that you have to always develop and always become better, but it is something that comes naturally. And as long as there is something that can enrich our lives and our minds and just make us better, feel better and live a better life, I think it's worth to improve. Simply have goals. And those goals can be super different in each person. So my goals might be totally different than your goals. But let's start and I will tell you what my goals are, and then you can tell me what yours are down below in the comments. So the first area that I have set some goals in is mental growth. Because mental growth is something that I think all of us should aim for. Mental growth is the area of mental self-development, the mind and the emotions, and it's often an area in which we as women struggle because life is challenging and relationships and emotions and people are challenging. My goal in this specific area is that I want to achieve to control my emotions better. I want to be able to control my emotions in a way that I will become more unbothered by specific persons or specific situations that make my life hard, more difficult, and also things that make me think a lot, that make me worry. And controlling your emotions is actually not something negative. It might sound like you want to become hard or indifferent. No, it's not that. Controlling your emotion is more about being able to accept emotions that arise by specific people, situations, but accept them in a way that they won't destroy you, that they won't affect your health, your well-being, to transform them in something else, or to simply keep them under control so that they don't make you miserable that much. And this is what I want to achieve. How do I want to achieve it? I want to incorporate some practices in my daily life. So I want to change specific routines. In the morning, I want to meditate. From now on, I want to not only meditate, I will start with 5 minutes and then go up. But I also want to incorporate Qigong. That's like an energy work that I'm doing at the moment. And it's also a physical activity. This also means that I have to schedule time for that, because everything that will somehow affect your routine and change it, you have to make time for it, and you really have to plan it into your day so that you actually do it. Another thing is journaling. I have never done journaling until now, and I believe that it will help me to see some things more clearly and to also process some things that happen throughout the day or that I'm simply thinking about. I already got a book that will serve as my journal, and I will do the journaling in the evening. And maybe I won't do it every day, but I want to do it every time something is just sitting in my mind. I will see if I can simply control my emotions this way. I also want to practice gratitude. That's another point. I have read a lot about that. I have also read a really good book about the practice of gratitude with many exercises. I think it's called The Secret, The Magic. Gratitude is something that I think can be combined very well with journaling too, to get more into manifesting. Area number 2, physical growth or development. So everything that has to do with body, with move, with well-being. So as I already mentioned, I am practicing Qigong. I have started that last year, and it's a physical activity too, not only a mental one. And I will level up or advance to the next level in belly dance, because I have started 1 year ago after almost 15 years of break with belly dance. So I wanted to really start a little bit from scratch again, not totally from the very beginning, because I have been a semi-professional belly dancer already. But I wanted to repeat many techniques and to get into it. And I think now I am at the point where I can advance to the next level. So I love belly dance. It gives me a great feeling. It's great for the sensual energy and feminine energy. So this is something that I will also do this year. And together with the belly dance practice, I have also been doing Pilates, but I'm now planning to do at least 1 more session of Pilates a week in addition, because I really need the strength in my muscles. And as I am getting older, I am already, realizing that I have sometimes a back pain or a hip pain or a knee pain. And well, I think that strengthening the muscles is the best thing that one can do, especially when practicing belly dance, which is rather making you more flexible. So you somehow need this balance. And I think Pilates is a great way to do that. And last but not least, I will start going to dance festivals again. It's not only a social activity, but it is a dancing activity. It has to do with travel too. So I have not been doing this for 2 years because of COVID. But now it's possible again, and I want to do at least a few festivals, dance congresses with my friends, and I think this will also help to get into my body again. Of course, also it's great for posture, poise and fitness. The next category is a very important one for me. It is health. And in this category, I'm facing some challenges because of the fact that I quit the pill, the contraceptive pill, last year, around 3 months ago. I have made a video about that. If you haven't watched it, you can watch that. It actually worked in the beginning because I also did a 30-day alimentation program, a detox. I felt very good. I didn't get any acne and my hair was okay. I also got my period after 30 days. But then I stopped this alimentation program because it was quite difficult to do, of course. And I started, to drink coffee again and eating sugar again. Not that much, and also 3 months have passed and unfortunately my hair is falling out like crazy. You cannot imagine. I am experienced with hair loss because hair has always been an issue during my whole life. That's also why I'm wearing a hair piece or extensions, because my hair simply became so thin throughout the years. But what is happening now is very, very frightening. I'm losing huge amounts of hair, and it's happening mainly in the upper part of my head. So it is an indication for a hormonal thing. I have already started a local treatment 3 weeks ago, but it didn't really help till now. I have done blood tests. I have scheduled some appointments. I guess that it has to do with quitting the pill because those side effects usually occur 3 to 6 months after quitting it. So this would fit from the timeline. I also found out by the blood test that my thyroid antibodies, I have a Hashimoto's thyroid disease, which is an autoimmune condition, have strongly increased. And I never had a lot of antibodies, but this time they are 6 times as high as 6 months ago. And I don't know if it has also to do, if it's like a reaction of the body to this change of quitting the pill, or if it might also have to do with my last COVID infection that I also had 3 months ago. So it can be everything, but this flare-up in the Hashimoto's might also cause hair loss. Whatever it is, I cannot really do a lot about it. I will start some treatments and continue with a good alimentation. I will start a new healthy nutrition directed towards the thyroid. Actually, the nutrition for hormonal balance is quite similar to what is recommended for the Hashimoto's. But I want to do it for 90 days this time because I think that my body needs more time to adjust. And I really hope that it will work, that it won't go so far that I will have to buy some wigs because honestly I have very fine hair, and with those amounts that I'm losing every day, it's much more than I ever had in my life, where I was still able to count like 200 or 300. So this is like 600, 700, 800,000 hairs per day, and that's absolutely not acceptable. But well, what can I do? We'll see. Maybe I will also have to take out the hair extensions. I hope not. But my hairdresser will tell me next time. In the category of health, I also want to take care of stress management, and I want to do a wellness treatment once a month. So this can be either a facial or a foot massage or another massage. And I really want to schedule that for every month at least, so that I can let go of all the stress on a regular basis. The next category is career and skills. And I am quite happy with my normal job, with my full-time job, but there is no way to advance or develop in it. And that's why I want to focus more this year on my side hustle, which is not yet a hustle, actually. It was a hobby until now, but I wanted to make it more into my little side hustle, and I mean this YouTube channel here. So my goal is to grow the YouTube channel and to offer you something that is a bit more exclusive and that is more professional and that will give you a value. And I have some great ideas, but I would also like to know what are the areas in which you want to invest in which you want to develop, that are important to you. Tell me in the comments, because that's very important for me. Maybe I can help you with that. I will also post more shorts, and I will start with that before February. So in addition to my normal weekly video, I will also probably post 2 new shorts twice a week. And that means that there will be more content for you. The last area of my life in which I have set some goals for this year is my social life and family. And there is practically only one goal that I have, because everything else is in order. So I am meeting my friends regularly. But what I want to do is I want to visit my family more often. My family is living in a different city, which is quite far from where I live now. I was able to visit my family around 2 times a year, but this year I want to visit my family at least 4 times a year and maybe even more. And this is of course not easy because of my full-time job and limited holidays, but I want to manage it somehow, even if it will be just for an additional weekend. I want to see my family more. So those were my goals for 2023. Tell me what your goals are and how you are planning to achieve them. See it as a little practice, because setting goals is one thing, but following through and actually knowing how to achieve them, having an action plan, is another thing. So I would be quite curious to know what your goals are and what you plan to achieve them. And I can give you a little tip here. If those are goals that require a change of your routine or your habits, it is very good to write them down and to really make like a timetable. You can use Google Calendar or just a normal calendar and really schedule them as appointments. You have to do that for 30 days at least, so that it really becomes a habit. I will do that with my meditation and journaling practices so that they can benefit me on the long run and improve my life, because this is what it is about. Live our best lives and feel as good as we can. Maybe one of your goals is in the area of sophistication. Maybe it is about poise and improving your charisma. And in that case, my next video will be quite interesting for you, so I recommend you watching it, and I will see you there. Bye bye!